Bahasa Inggeris. Okay, today for sekolah rendah. Alright, for sekolah rendah bagi Negeri Selangor. Okay, so bear in mind that we actually have actually this bengkel is for guru-guru for Negeri Selangor. Okay, so this is an initiative. Alright, okay, initiative taken by Unit Bahasa, okay, Bahasa Inggeris, sektor pembelajaran to give to come up with a bengkel for teachers, especially the Ketua Panitia Bahasa Inggeris Sekolah Rendah, okay, regarding the Penjajaran Kurikulum. Okay, so for today we are not going to touch on penjajaran jadual waktu, ya. Okay, kalau ikutkan kita tak akan sentuh mengenai jadual waktu. Kita hanya akan sentuh mengenai kurikulum. Okay, content. Alright. So nanti bila presenter kita yang akan membentangkan sesi mereka, harap guru-guru take note. Okay, dan you can ask questions, ya. Cikgu boleh tanya soalan mengenai bagaimana penjajaran kurikulum bahasa Inggeris itu dibuat. Bagi year 1 until year 4 for CFR aligned curriculum, and then for KSSR year 5 and year 6. Okay, there will be a difference between these two, KSSR and also the CFR aligned curriculum. So nanti kita akan lihat apa yang akan dipersembahkan oleh Puan Farhana dan juga Cik Haikal. Alright, so any questions you can ask later. Alright, so without further ado, I would like to call upon Puan Farhana to continue the session.
Alright, okay. I hope you can hear me. Okay. Thank you, Ms. Zahira, for the introduction just now. Okay, as you all know, okay, my name is Siti Nur Farhana binti Zaipul Bahari. I'm from SK Sarjana Impian from Kajang. Alright, and also Selangor Master Trainers, Selangor Master Trainer, alongside with my colleague, my friend, Mr. Haikal. Alright, so today, as we all know, we are going to, have a chit-chat session on how we are going to go about dealing with the new DPK, which is Dokumen Penjajaran Kurikulum. Alright, so we go straight away to the presentation. Okay, can you see my slide?
Yes.
All right, okay. So we go straight away to the slide. All right, so we are dealing with, yeah. Okay, the question that we are eager to know today is that CFR Aligned English Language Lesson in DPK, the new document that has been disseminated by BPK to all schools and all teachers. All right. I guess by now we have somehow, even though we haven't printed it yet out yet, but we have read through it, right? Okay. So so we are going to deal with how it come about. Okay. As we all know, we are still in PKP period, so hence our ministry has come up with a new curriculum that which is already dijajarkan on how we are going to cope with the remaining academic calendar. All right. So from here, from July to December, because we know that our school session will end towards the end of December. Okay, so hence this new document will be handy for teachers to plan or to make adjustment to their old RPT that we have done pre-MCO. Okay, next. Okay, so the asas pertimbangan. All right, we know why they came out with such documents, because they want to, to what do you call that? To pick up all the topics that we have, missed due to COVID-19. All right, so hence this document will help us to replan our RPT and replan our RPH, so that all the topics that they feel necessary for the students to cover will be achieved towards the end of this year. Okay. So this is the model penjajaran kurikulum semasa krisis. Okay.
Sorry to interrupt, Farhana.
Yeah.
I think the slides we cannot see the whole slides. I mean, it's only shown half of it. It's like too big.
What about now?
Now, okay, it's better. Okay, can you try to click on the besides present now? There's a book there, top below, on bottom.
Yeah.
Okay, besides the present now button, okay, there's a book button, like a book. Can you click on that icon?
A book.
Can you see the one that you need to zoom in and out, and then besides there's a button present now. Okay, besides that, you click on that. Try clicking on that.
What about now?
Hold on. Okay. Okay. Yes. Okay. Try to present. Okay. This one much better.
All right.
Okay.
Okay. So mainly the document is about how the learning standards are now categorized into 3 different sub element, which is kandungan asas, kandungan tambahan, and kandungan pelengkap. Kandungan asas means these learning standards, the items should be achieved by the students. All right, must. Okay, it's a compulsory, which is the main, which are the main skills. Okay. And about kandungan tambahan is the complementary skills, and the kandungan pelengkap is supplementary, okay, to harmonize whatever that the students have learned kandungan asas and kandungan tambahan. Alright, okay, we go to the next slide. Alright, so they are promoting blended learning. Alright, blended learning means how we are going to harmonize the PDP that is taking place in the classroom and also outside the classrooms. Okay, so here teacher, we have to come out with creative ideas on how we are going to tackle outside classrooms activities. I'm pretty sure teachers have come up with all sorts of activities during MCO period. Okay, some of you might use WhatsApp, Telegram, or Google Classroom. All right, to provide your students with input and also work at home. Okay, they also do work at home, right? Same like us. All right, so what blended learning is about? It's a combination of secara bersemuka and also secara tidak bersemuka. Okay, bersemuka means face to face, and tidak bersemuka, just like what we did during the first what do you call that, period of MCO. All right. Okay, so what we are promoting now is that teachers to make sure that all kandungan asas we are dealing it as bersemuka, meaning face to face with the students. Okay, so now we go to the next slide. Okay. So it depends on the school whether we choose Model 1 and Model 2 or Model 3. I believe that Model 1 and Model 2 schools, we are not that really affected, except that our contact hours have been reduced, right? Maybe from 10 to 9 or from 9 to 8 or 7, right? So, but these documents will be appreciated by teachers who teach in Model 3. Okay, this blended learning, because as we all know, the learning standards item are already divided into three different categories. So they will know, those teaching in Model 3 schools, they will know which items to be focused on more. It's not that we neglect the other two categories. It's just that we need to ensure that these learning standards, the kandungan asas is covered, okay, by the end of the school session. All right, so actually all the documents that I am presenting now is available in the school kit in BPK website. Okay, they have two kits. One is for school, the teachers, and the other one is for the parents. All right. All right. So bentukan masa minimum. Okay, I guess we all know already that this is the minimum contact hours. Okay, some schools are I believe most schools are affected. Like me also, from 9 periods, it cut two periods to just 8. 9 to 8. All right, just one period. All right, so here this is what I've mentioned just now, peranan guru dalam melaksanakan kurikulum yang dijajah. It means that we have to try our best. It doesn't mean that only Model 3 teachers use a blended learning. We teachers who teach in Model 1 and Model 2 also can still carry on with blended learning as how we deal during MCO period. Okay, as enrichment or as remedial, okay, we can still provide the students with online learning or WhatsApp or Telegram. All right, so because pre-PKP, we do not know that these things are possible. All right, these things are possible that we can do even though we do not see our kids face to face, but still we can reach out to them, right? All right, so next, I'm moving into the DPK, okay, Dokumen Penjajaran Kurikulum, okay, Bahasa Inggeris tahun 3. Alright, so this as excerpts taken from kata aluan. Okay, this is not a new curriculum, okay, this is the same curriculum, the very same curriculum. It's just that it is disusun semula, reorganized, and it is categorized into kandungan asas, okay, which is compulsory for the students to master, kandungan tambahan, and also kandungan pelengkap. Right, so here is the further explanation. Kandungan asas yang perlu dikuasai oleh murid, alright, and kandungan tambahan dan kandungan pelengkap berperanan menyokong keseluruhan pembelajaran, okay, to harmonize whatever that we in the kandungan asas, alright. So they are promoting blended learning, okay, to combine the techniques of face-to-face and tidak bersemuka, okay, so as to ensure that flexibility to those schools who are opt for Model 3 post PKP, all right. So okay, we are going to talk about mapping of learning standards in DPK English Year 3, all right. So here I've come up with a table to see the learning standards item. Okay, for kandungan asas, there are only 10 learning standards. Okay, for kandungan tambahan, 19 learning standards, and kandungan pelengkap, only 4 learning standards. Alright, so here the first column that we need to ensure that our students get by the end of the year. Alright, but I'm pretty sure that kandungan asas, kandungan tambahan, kandungan pelengkap, pre-MCO, we have covered mostly, all right? Most of it. I don't know how much, but maybe 60%, 70%. And we also have, key in the PBD marks for our PBD band for our students, right? So I'm pretty sure that we have covered the first round, the first cycle, and in order to complete the second cycle of PBD, we have to, reassess and do formative assessment in order to, grade to give bands to the students. Okay, level, tahap penguasaan, yeah. Okay. So again, DPK is handy if you are and you are affected if your school chooses Model 3. Okay, you have to think of ways how you are going to do blended learning. Like, first week maybe you see the students, and the following week you assign them home-based learning. So you can make full use of the categorization of learning standards that is being given by BPK. And also your school chooses model 1 and 2, but your contact hours per week are slightly reduced, okay? So I believe most of, all of us are affected. It's just that how badly it is affecting us, right? So everyone should refer to DPK, document in remapping your RPT so that you ensure that all learning standards as requested by the ministry are fully covered, all right? Okay, so now I'm just showing excerpt from the SOW that will somehow give you ease, all right? So as we all know, CFR aligned SOW consists of 160 lessons, okay, 160 lessons. Okay, so lesson 161 onwards, okay, plus minus 180 lessons, usually revision, okay, usually revision. This is the old RPT, okay, this is the old RPT. Okay, we can see here that the final lesson of SOW is taking place at week 35, all right, week 35, which is in September, right? Which is in September. So September, October onwards, usually we are, doing revision with the students. Okay, here you can see 160, lesson 160. We are at the last module, which is module 10, and lesson 161. We already starting our revision. So what I'm trying to say here is that from from October onwards, somehow even now we are extending our calendar, right, till December, almost end of December or mid-December. So we have roughly about almost 3 months, okay, 3 months to cover whatever content that we taught the students during MCO, but if we think that they need, reinforcement, so I believe almost 3 months time is already sufficient, okay, to ensure that all learning standards and contents and language structure, whatever it is, grammar, will be covered, all right? So because I'm talking about CFR SOW, okay, for year 5, year 5 and 6 will be, will be covered by Mr. Haikal. All right. So now I'm showing excerpt from, not excerpt, it's a table that I came up with from the SOW. Okay, as we can see here, lesson 92. Okay, module 6, food please. Okay, 2.1.2, it falls under in kandungan asas kategori, and 1.2.5 falls under kandungan tambahan. So it is suggested that because this is kandungan asas, right? So it is suggested that you deal with this lesson face to face, all right? And it is easier for you to do face-to-face PBD assessment, all right, especially speaking, because if you want them to submit recording, like if you teach 100 students, how are you going to check 100 recordings? And I'm pretty sure that not all, like quarter of them will send the recordings, okay? So it is best if you conduct your PBD assessment face-to-face with the students, all right? Okay, I'm not sure whether I'm going too fast because I cannot see the chat box whatsoever because I'm presenting it as a, what do you call this, full screen, okay? But I'm pretty sure that if you have questions, if you write in the chat box, one of the master trainers, will be delighted to assist you. All right, so this is example for lesson 92. Okay, now we move to lesson 95, all right? Module 6, food please, okay? Language arts and reading. Okay, now we refer back to the categorization that is being given by the by BPK. 5.3.1 and 3.3.1 are both pelengkap, okay? Are both kandungan pelengkap. So, Model 3 teachers could take this opportunity to carry out this lesson secara tidak bersemuka. Okay, secara tidak bersemuka. Alright, maybe they want to assign as project-based learning or other what they call this, other approaches that falls under blended learning, which will be explained further by Mr. Haikal. Okay, so teachers can have this because these both learning standards items are just kandungan pelengkap. Alright, so but then again, it doesn't mean that you cannot conduct PBD assessment, right? So PBD assessment can happen whether you see the students face to face or whether the students learning at home. So the PBD assessment can still be conducted, can be carried out. Okay, maybe here, I'm not sure, food please, maybe they come out with their own food pyramid perhaps, okay, and then they snap the picture and send to you or telegram to you. Okay, so it means that PBD assessment can still be carried out even though you are not, having the students sit in front of you. Okay, next, blended learning. All right, so how are we going to do blended learning? Okay, here it like here lesson 86 pembelajaran bersemuka and lesson 87 we do pembelajaran tidak bersemuka. Okay, meaning here the learning standards are all from kandungan tambahan. All right, kandungan tambahan. Okay, maybe the first part of the lesson, you teach as usual and you take time to explain what you expect the student to come up with in their pembelajaran tidak bersemuka. Okay, so it means that out of 60 minutes here, you take time to explain about lesson 87. All right. I hope I'm I'm clear because it doesn't don't worry because I will still show you a sample lesson plan that I have come up with to show how you're going to write your RPH, and second one, how blended learning is possible, okay, to blend this pembelajaran bersemuka and pembelajaran tidak bersemuka. Mr. Eka, I hope you will answer if they have questions in the chat box because seriously I cannot see because I'm viewing this as full screen. Alright, so now I'm going to share especially to schools that falls under Model 3 schools, okay? Schools that falls under Model 3 schools. Lesson plan for blended learning. Okay, there are 2 slides. Okay, so this is the first slide and the continuation is on the following slide. All right. So for instance here, team, okay, you need the robot, focus skill writing. Okay, the first lesson 99 SOW. Okay, lesson 99 SOW, the focus skill is writing. Okay, so here are the teaching aids, the language focus, recycled vocabulary for body parts, actions, animals, ability can, punctuation. Sorry for the typo here. Okay, so the content standard, everything, lifted directly from SOW. Okay, so for the learning objectives, okay, this is writing and this is speaking, communicate simple information intelligibly. Okay, learning objectives, write at least 2 sentences about animal and its abilities. Okay, so and the second objective is guess and talk about at least 2 animals and their abilities. Okay, so here is the differentiated one. Okay, for the top target one is to write 2 sentences about animals independently. All right, this one is not required in your RPH, but I'm just showing you for the sake of the presentation. All right, I hope you are clear. And the second one is write at least 2 sentences about animals and its abilities by using the sentence frames. All right. Again, I would like to, make what do you call this, to emphasize that we don't have to write correctly, like write at least 2 sentences about animal and its abilities correctly, because correctly we don't have to emphasize, because of course we want our students to write correctly, right? So there is no need for us to emphasize that they have to write correctly. All right, so the pre-lesson, 5 minutes, okay? 5 out of the 1 hour session. Okay, show pictures or soft toys of animals, using Relia. Okay, elicit what these animals can do, okay? And the lesson development, okay, as usual, usually we have 2 activities, okay, to cater to the, the 1 hour session. So usually we have 2 activities, or if you have ample time, maybe 3 activities. But for blended learning, I believe 2 activities are enough, because we have to take time to explain the home-based learning later on, okay? Lesson 100 or whatever lesson that you want them to complete at home, all right? So guessing game, okay. Give clues about the animal. I've got 4 legs, I can swim and jump. Who am I? Okay, so people guess the animal verbally, okay? And they have to say out loud, a frog has 4 legs, it can swim and jump, whatever the, the clues given by the teacher, earlier on. And repeat this. Oh, sorry. Oh, it's not showing the second activity. This way, okay? All right, so the lesson 2, is it clear? I'm not sure. Wait, I'll check. All right. So that is the first activity. Now we go to activity 2. Okay, I'm just zooming in. Okay, as you can see that my first learning objective takes place in activity 1, right? Activity 1. And the writing learning objective, the writing LO is taking place in activity 2. It actually doesn't matter which sequence that you want to put your, how you want to plan your lesson, as long as both LOs are achieved from the activities that you have planned out. It's not that your LOs are something else and your activities are something else. So how are you going to do formative assessment, right? So as you can see in my slide here, I wrote down FA. For FA stands for formative assessment. So where I'm going to assess the students. Okay, can they write at least 2 sentences? And the second one, can they guess and talk about the two animals? All right, so here I put a note here for formative assessment for PBD. Okay, use your creativity in how you are going to, assess the students. Okay, so now the activity 2 is to cater to the first LO just now, which is our main LO, which is to write about animals and abilities. So the time allocation is 20 minutes. Okay, they are given 2 sets of worksheet. One is for the top target one, and the second worksheet is that contains sentence frame. Okay, sentence frame for the supported student, for the supported target. Alright, so the teacher will guide them how to write independently or use the sentence frame. Okay, you know that during MCO they cannot have physical contact, like social distancing. So teacher will have to guide them like individually. Okay, so this is activity 2, and then the closure. Here pupils are selected to present their work in front of the class. Okay, wraps up the lesson. Okay, here is where post lesson I allocate about 15 minutes. Okay, usually post lesson takes about not 1 minute. All right, okay, if you want to make it quick, maybe you just have them to fill up exit card, like 1 minute can settle, right? So you use creativity in how you are going to organize your face-to-face lesson so that you can save time there. Okay, maybe fill up exit card or whatever, 2 stars and a wish. Okay, so after you wrap up the session, because I believe presentation will take more than 15 minutes. Okay, so you can use other strategies, okay, so that 15 minutes can be allocated to explain thoroughly about home-based learning scrapbook. Okay, so in the following lesson, I'm going to have them make their own scrapbook. Okay, they have to make their own scrapbook. But you must ensure that the essential learning standards are already, it's not that mastered, but they know how to write, how to come up with the scrapbook. It means that they know how to write sentences, how to use punctuation, because this is year 2 students, by right they should be able to write sentences. Okay, like if I will just show you the worksheet just now that we distributed. Okay, so this is the worksheet for the top target one and the supported target one. So the sentence frames are given. All right, the sentence frames are given, and this is it has blah blah blah. Okay, so this is one of differentiated strategies, differentiated by support. Okay, it means that you give them support in terms of sentence frames. And for the good ones, you can just leave it blank like this. But for usually my tuyutarik, I will give the second one, because this is, I don't know whether it is the last class or what, because I'm still new at that school. So most probably I will just give them the second worksheet. Okay, so going back to the lesson plan for blended learning, especially for Model 3 teachers, okay, Model 3 school teachers. Okay, so in the post lesson, you should allocate some time, some of your time to explain about the like here I choose project-based learning. Okay, it is not confined to project-based learning. We have many more other, other strategies or approaches that bind together under blended learning. Okay, so PBL is one of them. All right, PBL is one of them. So here, in closure or post lesson, I take some time to explain about the scrapbook, or maybe I may show example of a completed scrapbook. Okay, so that to give an overview to the pupils of the expected outcome. All right, so and then you following the normal RPH. Okay, following the normal RPH, just now is pembelajaran bersemuka. Sorry, I'm not used to this laptop yet. Okay, so see? Okay, the first the first lesson is pembelajaran bersemuka, which is lesson 99 SOW. And at the end of the lesson plan, you add on pembelajaran tidak bersemuka, lesson 100 Google Classroom. It does not necessarily mean that the following lesson 100 is a must. It's up to you. Sometimes SOW lesson in SOW is not, you know, it is not the continuous cycle, right? It doesn't matter whether it is lesson 100 or whatever. So as long as you feel that this is a continuity, okay, up to you. Okay, so this is the assignment. As you can see here, the short notes here is just like the short notes that we have written for our MCO. It's not RPH, it's like a form, right, that we have to fill up. A note, okay, like this date, okay, what are the exercises that we gave to the students, right? So it's just like a short note that you have to fill up during MCO. It's the same thing, okay, it's the same thing. It does not have 1, 2, 3, 4, what for? Because you are not seeing your kids, right? You are not seeing your kids, so the sequence is not, you know, necessary. So you just write down simple notes of the, you know, of the steps. Okay, first, pupils watch a YouTube video embedded in GC. Okay, maybe you want to use Google Classroom Medium, or maybe you have Telegram, maybe you have your own WhatsApp group. So up to you. Okay, but I'm pretty sure that most teachers, you know, have come to a realization that Google Classroom is indeed, you know, a useful tool to connect to the students, you know, during PKP, during MCO. Okay, so these are the steps. Watch YouTube. Okay, the video recaps on punctuation and how to use "and" in describing and writing sentences about monsters, about creatures. Okay, about creatures, because the title is My Crazy Creatures. Okay, here I have to tell you again that punctuation have been dealt before, various, you know, various exercises that you have given to your students, and also the use of "and." It means that you have taught them before, all right? You have taught them before, even in the earlier, you know, earlier RPH, I have note here that, you know, the emphasis is given on and also punctuation. Okay, when they want to write in the activity 2 here, write about animals. Okay, you can, you know, emphasize on these 2 elements, because you want them to come up with their scrapbook later on. All right, so this video again recaps on your teaching on punctuation and the use of "and." Okay, and pupils have to make a scrapbook about at least 2 crazy creatures. Okay, they can be creative in drawing their creatures, because this is towards the end, part of the module food please, because in previous lessons during MCO they have learned about body parts, legs, arms, head, you know, about monsters, about robot, body parts of robot. So by right this lesson they have sufficient knowledge, they have sufficient language structure, and they have you know, sufficient ideas on how they are going to write crazy creatures, how they are going to make their crazy creatures scrapbook. Am I going too fast? I hope I'm not. Okay, if anyone wants this slide, I would be very happy to share, so that you can, you know, disperse whatever you know, information that we have today to your fellow colleagues. Okay. This is from my, you know, few days of studying the documents, all right? And we fellow master trainers, you know, work hard to ensure that whatever information that we deliver today will help your understanding on how to go about the new document, which is DPK, all right? So these are the other steps, okay? And last one, bind the scrapbook and bring to school the following week when you have the face-to-face lesson, right? So this is how you should write your combination of bersemuka and tak bersemuka lesson. Alright, pembelajaran bersemuka, tak bersemuka. Lesson plan for blended learning. Okay, to discuss further about tak bersemuka, okay, tak bersemuka. So for your RPH is only about this, okay. Up till the notes, okay, up till the notes. Bring the scrapbook and bring to school the following week. Okay, to explain further about lesson 100, is actually you can look in the SOW. Okay, this it is actually a language art lesson. All right. Okay, so lesson 100 is this. Okay, but this you do not have to include in your RPH, but if you want, so then by all means, okay, cemerlang, okay. So this is actually the lesson 100 from the SOW, the continuation from lesson 99 just now, all right. So the same thing, the robot, okay, the focus skills, skill is language art, okay. So we have the main skill, the complementary skill. All right, so the LO as below. Okay, draw at least 2 crazy creatures on A4 papers to make a scrapbook. Okay, again, formative assessment. As I mentioned just now, even though tak bersemuka, you can still conduct your PVD assessment. All right, especially you take opportunity to conduct formative assessment, your PBD assessment, when you are, you are having face-to-face session with your students, all right? Okay, and then draw at least 2 crazy creatures and write at least 2 sentences, okay? By having all the inputs from previous lesson, I'm sure that your students can come up with their own scrapbook. Okay, so here is a sample from my student Afiq Haris bin Azman to Utarid. Okay, so these are his crazy creatures. Okay, please excuse the grammar errors and whatnot because this is year 2, year 2 student. Okay, pupil. Okay, so they can be creative. Okay, we can see which students are more creative than the other. Okay, so this is the project-based learning in my blended lesson where they have to come up with their scrapbook. Okay, they know, okay, I've got 2 heads, okay, I've got 6 legs because they have learned it, okay, during body parts of human body and body parts of robot. Okay, and the ability, okay, they have learned before. That the frog can swim but cannot fly. Okay, they have the sufficient language structures in order for them to come up with their project. But I want to make a quick note that it is not necessarily project. Okay, teachers, it is not necessarily project. Okay, you can just give them simple worksheet. All right, but for the purpose of this presentation, I hope you are clear on how you're going to write blended learning, blended RPH. And I guess this is my last slide. Okay, I'm going to our meet. Do I need to address any question? Wait, I'm scrolling up. Questions. Oh, I guess I'm sorry if I go too fast, but I hope I am clear. Basically, even though the SOW that I have presented just now is based on year 3 SOW, year 3, the SKP SOW year 3, but it is actually the same from year 1 up to year 4, okay, because our documents, our SOW are already aligned to CFR. And my fellow MT, Mr. Haikal, will explain further about other strategies of blended learning, and also what do you call that? How you're going to deal if you are teaching year 5 and year 6. Okay. Before I pass this session to him, I'm going to show you the kit. Okay. The kit. This is kit sekolah. Okay. So the earlier part of the presentation, the earlier parts of the presentation are taken from this kit sekolah. Okay. Like this. Okay. The 3 categorization, categories of kandungan asas, kandungan tambahan, kandungan pelengkap. Alright. For model 3 teachers, kandungan pelengkap, you can always give them as a home-based learning, okay? Because usually it's just about, reading story, language art, okay? Where maybe you want to have them make mask or whatever, okay? Draw a poster or whatever. So maybe you can have this as the home-based learning. Okay, so this is the kit sekolah. Okay, we have another kit is for the parents. Okay, if you are teacher and you are parents, okay, please take time to read through this. Okay, kit for ibu bapa. Okay, so I guess that's it from me. Well explained, Farhana. Thank you. Thank you, Kak Mariani. Thank you for your support. All right, so I think I pass to Mr. Haikal. Where are you? Wait,
All right. Ms. Zaira, shall I continue?
Yes, you may proceed.
So how to... okay, right. Which one was it? Okay. All right. Okay, you clear? Ms. Zaira, can you hear me?
Yes.
All right, thank you. Assalamualaikum. Okay, Assalamualaikum and a very good day to all. Okay, first thing first, thank you very much Puan Haji Hanisa, Cik Zahira, Puan Farhana, and especially to all teachers, okay, who are here today. Thank you for sparing some time, okay, to join this sharing session. All right, so everyone is new with this new document. Same goes to us, all right, me and Kak Farhana. Okay, but we try our level best, okay, to help you guys to comprehend, to understand the new document. So Kak Farhana has taught for year 1 until year 4, because year 1 until year 4, their curriculum is CEFR aligned, okay, and now I'm going to continue for year 5 and year 6, okay, because year 5 and 6 is still following the recent KSSR, the old KSSR. Okay, not CEFR aligned yet. Okay, so I'm Mr. Haikal and I'm currently teaching in SK Abdul Samad, which is situated in the district of Kapal Klang. All right, so I'm not planning to take much time. Okay, as what have been mentioned by Kak Farhana. Okay, if you have go through the kit sekolah, okay, you can see one item there, which is the blended learning. All right. And I'm not going to go through each of it, as you can read it, okay, in details, okay, and you can go in depth, okay, if you type this link, all right. But then I'm going to show you one example, okay. But before that, just now, what Kak Farhana shared to all of you is part of project-based learning model that she has done with her students in classroom. And I'm going to share what I've done with my students, which is the enrich virtual model. All right, so let's go to the definition of this model. Okay, here students will receive one-to-one session with the teacher, okay, and complete rest of the curriculum independently on their own. Okay, I've done quite a number of activities during the MCO. Okay, one of it is I recorded my teaching and I share it on YouTube and also on Telegram, okay, with my students. So I shared the link. This is like a new topic for them. For example, formal letter. Okay, they haven't learned about it in the classroom. Okay, so I recorded myself teaching about formal letter and I share it with them. So this is also part of discovery learning actually. Okay, so I give them tasks to do, and next, okay, once they are done, they submit the task, they snap their answer and share it personally to me. And what I've done is I will comment on their answer, okay, by recording a voice note. Okay, for example,
SNATCHED, snatch your handbag. Okay, titik. Sekali lagi, all of a sudden, they heard a woman screaming because
okay. This one for section C exercise, I guess. Oh, okay, not for the formal letter. All right, okay. Okay, it is like that because some teachers ask how to go about, especially if you are teaching writing. Okay, for year 5 and year 6, how to give a constructive comment to your students. So one of the best way is by recording your voice note. Okay, teacher. Sorry. Okay, so this is how the new document Penjajaran Kurikulum looks like. Okay, BPK have already uploaded in their site last week, right? It started with year 5 and year 6, right? And then it moves to like year 4, year 3. Okay, they go like that. All right, so why DPK? Why BPK came out with DPK? Why the Bahagian Pembangunan Kurikulum, they produce this document Penjajaran Kurikulum? Okay, first, because they want to cater the teaching and learning that have been affected during the MCO. Okay, some of you might say that I've done this, I've done that. Okay, I've covered most of the lessons during the MCO. Okay, why we have to do this Penjajaran? Okay, BPK, they want to, okay, we cannot say that, we cannot pukul rata lah, okay, in the simplest word, we can say, we cannot pukul rata, okay, there are more than 10,000 primary schools in Malaysia, okay, so kita pun tahu banyak schools that maybe in remote area, kan, access to internet, sangat, very limited, okay, so that's why BPK, this is a very good initiative by them, okay, they came out with this Penjajaran to help to cater all schools in Malaysia. Okay, because they want to ensure all the teachers, okay, to be able to cover all the learning standards, okay, especially those stated in kandungan asas in the document. Okay, teachers, if you have been attending CAFR courses, okay, frequently, okay, the trainers will tell you that, okay, make sure teacher, by the end of the year, you must cover all the learning standards assigned for that particular year. Okay, itu yang paling mustahak. That's the main, the most important thing that we need to do. Okay, to cover the learning standards for each particular year. Okay, sebab tu BPK, they came up with this DPK because they want to highlight those basic content, okay, kandungan asas, okay, to be covered at the end of this year before the pupils go to the next level. Okay, maksudnya before the pupils they enter year 6 ke year 5, okay, bila dia naik ke next level. So at least they have mastered the content yang basic tu, kandungan asas. Alright, and that's the reason why lah, okay, they have this penjajaran, okay, untuk cater the remaining months and days yang kita ada, right, until December. Itu belum lagi kan, kita minus all the management week and all. Alright, okay, so what can we do? Okay, relax, stay calm. Okay, I like to suggest that we use color coding. Okay, ramai teacher yang macam they asked me, why now they have separate into like 3 category. They have the kandungan asas, they have the kandungan tambahan, they have the kandungan pelengkap, the KA, the KP and the KT. Okay, because okay, fikir nak kita cover yang KA dulu. Okay, KP and KT, kita kena think of other ways. Okay, bila kita boleh masukkan benda tu. Like what Kak Farhana say lah, kalau macam model 3 mungkin diorang affected a lot. Okay, lebih affected because of this. Sebab dengan masa tak cukup, ada penggiliran. Tapi kalau model 1 and model 2 pun, okay, kita pun actually a bit affected juga. Okay, sebab one of the reason because dalam bila penjajaran berlaku, our minimum periods of teaching pun dah di reduced. Okay, for example, my school before this we got like 9, now 7 kan. Ada reduce of time, okay, contact hours with our students. Okay, so sekarang teacher suggestion, my first suggestion is we use the color coding to help you to see better atau okay untuk nampak lebih jelas lagi, okay, learning standards tu Okay, for example, this is as a suggestion. Okay, kandungan asas I put yellow color, kandungan tambahan blue color, and kandungan pelengkap I put red color. Okay, so another suggestion is you and in your panel in school, okay, sebab apa pun at the end of the day, okay, school yang ada authority. Okay, macam you punya panel, you kena sit together and discuss about it. Okay, buat mapping balik, you do mapping, okay, for the learning standards. Okay, your 5 teachers sit together, your 6 teachers sit together. Okay, like what I show you is the sample for learning mapping for your 6 So I dah keluarkan from the DPK punya documents. Alright, so kita letak okay, right in the right columns lah untuk which one is the KA, which one is the KT kan, and then which one is the complementary punya content pelengkap dia punya. Okay, from here you can see, and bila you print out this one kan, after you have taught them each of the learning standards, you can put a tick there. So you tahu mana lagi yang you perlu cover. Alright, okay. Ini untuk to help you to see better and clearer lah pasal learning standards ni. Okay, next. Most of you juga tanya, dia kata, do we have to come up with a new RPT lah, kena print balik everything, kena amend everything and all. Okay, sebenarnya, okay, itu semua tak ada macam satu yang dikatakan wajib, kena print apa semua. Depends on you and your creativity lah. Okay, as for me, I nak menjimatkan apa yang I dah ada tu. Alright, so RPT yang you dah ada, you use highlighter lah in school. Alright, so you change lah the week. Okay, maybe sekarang ni in school dah week 27. Alright, so I just change it to 27. Maybe ada some schools they want to start week 1 balik sebab dia kata penjajaran they want to confuse themselves, dia buat week 1. It is again up to the school. Okay, alright, so for example you just cut je lah 27 and then you highlight dia punya learning standards ni according to which one is asas, which one is tambahan, and which one is pelengkap. So from there you can see, okay, later to plan for your lesson. Okay, as for me, kalau tengok because I stop at unit 7 this one I masukkan juga what I have taught them during the MCO, I ambil kira. Okay, bukan semestinya you must start apa yang you stop masa bulan 3. It's up to you. Sebenarnya, okay, kita bukan hanya fokus kepada syllabus tu, but we are focusing on the learning standards. Because for example, 1.21 ni is not fixed only in unit 7. Okay, you boleh jumpa juga 1.21 ni dalam units yang lain. Okay, kita punya our main goal now is to make sure, okay, kita cater all the learning standards by the end of this year. Okay, supaya guru-guru tak terkejar-kejar nak habiskan all the content and also the syllabus tu. Okay, tak boleh ni tak habis banyak lagi units. Okay, no, kita sekarang ni our focus in learning standards untuk menguasai apa learning standard tersebut. Alright, it's not about the content sebenarnya. Okay, so kalau macam ni, bila I highlight kandungan asas in yellow and then tambahan in blue and also pelengkap in red, so I nampak lah I boleh plan. Okay, in my school bila they give me a new timetable, okay, each day I got like 2 periods and also a single period. Okay, 3 double periods and 1 single period. So memang cantik lah, fall nicely. So I can do the first day I can do listening and speaking, reading, and then the next day writing, and the last day is for grammar. Okay, teacher, ini suggestion ya. Okay, so let's take a look at one of the point. Okay, sebab ada juga yang tanya macam mana nak pilih lesson. okay lah, memang kita akui maybe kita pun fokus more untuk prepare our students kan before cuti tu, prepare them for the real exam, okay, sampai kita because yalah UPSR ada kan, sekarang UPSR dah ditangguhkan for this year, right? Okay, so teacher, kita revise balik sebenarnya teacher, okay, in the textbook itself, okay, teacher boleh jumpa dia punya link standards, okay, at the bottom of each page, dah ada dekat situ. So macam tadi, I tunjuk module 7, I buat healthy and wise. So terus tengok, yang mana kandungan asas tu ada, in which activity, in which task. So I found out the kandungan asas for 1.2.1, okay, in bracket E, E tu ada dia punya tadi kan. E is for expressing opinions, okay, on page 63. So for listening and speaking punya activity, I shall do this one lah. Okay, for myself, sebab I dalam unit 7. Kalau teacher nak start dengan unit 4, teacher nak continue buat unit 4, tak apalah, buat je lah, tak ada masalah. Alright, as long as the main objective adalah by the end of the year, you cover the learning standards, yang asas tu, the basic content, di kandungan asas. Alright, okay, another sample of lesson, suggestion for a writing lesson. Okay, macam Kak Farhana tunjuk tadi, very in details lah. Alright, dia punya lesson plan, dia share dia punya lesson plan. But sebenarnya kan, very good of her actually untuk share. Tapi sebenarnya tak, kalau teacher nak minta Kak Farhana untuk share lesson plan tu kepada teacher, sebenarnya bolehlah as a reference, tapi jangan jadikan sebagai this is the best one for you. Okay, you can make it as a reference, tapi at the end of the day you kena pandai-pandai adjust ni lah. Okay, okay, kesesuaian dengan perbincangan in your panel. Alright. Okay, I nak bagi suggestion for a writing lesson, okay, based on this one ya. Okay, so writing 3.22, both are 3.22, cuma bezanya the first one is descriptions, the next one is ada poems and also descriptions. Okay, I nak tunjukkan okay, face to face in the classroom, kandungan asas I focus on 3.2.2 poems. Okay, so this is my planning. Okay, first I'm going to expose them with some samples of poems, and then there will be a brainstorming sessions. Okay, I like them to ask them what they want to write. Okay, you want to do what, healthy and unhealthy food, or you want to focus on what, healthy diet. Okay, itu brainstorming. And then the next one is planning, drafting, editing. Okay, will take place. Okay, they are probably going to compose their own poems. Alright, that one is face to face in the classroom. Okay, the next one, take home task. Okay, because yang KP and also KT, if you cannot cover in a classroom, okay, you can do blended learning. Okay, as a homework ke apa-apa. Okay, based on your creativity, okay, bergantung pada your creativity teachers. So, I tengok tadi ada satu 4.3.1 for language arts. So I think that one can be done at home. Okay, I can try blended learning. Okay, I'll ask them to present the poem in a poster. Okay, they will write the poem in the middle, in the center. It's up to them, their own creativity. Okay, and then they will draw pictures. Okay, okay, untuk support dia punya poems tersebut. Alright, teachers. Okay, so now checklist for teachers. Okay, when you receive this new document Penjajaran Kurikulum. Okay, first thing first, sit with your panel and cross-check your RPT and lessons. Okay, maybe some lessons you have done during MCO, you tak nak repeat balik, but then you tengok balik number of submission ke. Okay, kalau terlalu rendah, why not? Kan, you repeat. Okay, untuk dia orang punya benefit juga. Alright, and then the next one, map out the subsequent lessons to identify which learning standards you haven't covered yet. Memang ada yang teacher cakap, I've covered almost all. Okay, dah almost 70%, 80% of learning standards dah cover dah. Kan, because nak kejar, yelah, usually after cuti kita nak kejar nak periksa and all lah kan, semua benda macam tu. So dah cover. Okay, tak ada masalah, teacher just repeat. Okay, you boleh enhance balik the students' understanding. Okay, please bear in mind because PBD is still going on. Right, okay, we have just done key in the data for the first term. Okay, kita ada lagi second term untuk kita key in data PBD untuk our student. So when we carry out this activity, okay, kita akan dapat jot down which learning standard dia boleh cover, kita boleh key in data untuk second term ni pula. Alright, the next one, decide on how to go about with kandungan tambahan and kandungan pelengkap. Okay, sebab kita akan fokus kandungan asas dekat sekolah. Alright, sebolehnya. Okay, it's a must for us to cover kandungan asas dulu. So, sekarang ni kita kena decide pula how to go about with the kandungan tambahan and also kandungan pelengkap. So that's why BPK suggests us on blended learning, okay, doing some projects ke apa, alright, or any suitable tasks, okay, as long as, okay, it will cater the KT and also the KP, okay. Next one, okay, like what I said just now, PBD is still going on as usual. Remember that we are assessing our pupils' grasp of any particular skills we have taught, and we have done only for the first term. Okay, nanti second term kita akan ada lagi untuk pengisian. Alright. So, okay, teacher. And the last one, stay calm and keep on teaching. Alright. Kan short and sweet. Ms. Zahira? I guess that's all.
Yes. Okay. Alright, thank you, Haikal. Okay, for the short but very compact presentation. It's very clear, I guess, what you have presented just now. So teachers, you know that what is Dokumen Penjajaran Kurikulum. Okay, it's not a new curriculum. It's the same curriculum, but okay, BPK actually have divided it into kandungan asas, kandungan tambahan, kandungan pelengkap. So remember that you need to, you need to cover kandungan asas at school, and if you don't have enough time, you want to cover kandungan tambahan and pelengkap, you can do blended learning for that. Alright. But whatever it is, you need to cover kandungan asas. So now you know what to do. Next, you have to sit in your English panel and revise your RPT and your SOW, right? So we will share if teachers you miss this session or you just enter halfway, we will share this presentation later. All right. So I think that's all from us. If you have any questions, do ask now. Okay. Any questions?
Zahira, I want to add Zahira, one more thing.
Yes.
Teachers, please don't copy others' RPT. You just sit down among you guys. Don't worry so much on the RPT. Okay, make some adjustment, amendments. Okay, because every school has different maybe periods of teaching. Okay,
I think there's a question that one teacher asked, whether do we need to do the new RPT? Actually, you need to revise your RPT, not print out a new one or take any RPT shared by anyone and print it out. No, you don't have to. You just revise your RPT, okay? Just like what Mr. Haikal have shown you, all right? And put the dates and the weeks. Okay, so you know that, okay, this topic will be covered in this week, and then you know which are the kandungan asas that you need to cover for that particular week. Alright, kandungan asas, kandungan tambahan, kandungan pelengkap. When you do the revision, when you sit together and revise, then you know which you have covered and which you have not covered. If you take from others, then probably you won't know. Okay, yeah, thank you Haikal for reminding. Okay. All right.
Just enjoy teaching, everyone.
Okay, hopefully everyone is clear. Puan Haja Hanisa, do you have anything to say before we leave?
No, nothing. It's just thank you very much, Haikal. Farhana, you did a good job there. Okay, everybody is satisfied with you. Okay, thank you, Haikal. Thank you, Farhana. Thank you, Zahira.